feet touch the bottom. Air Jordans, no red bottoms. Looking up, the top is closer. Prayers to our Father, who art in heaven. Thanks, Lord, for my daily bread. I forever grind for it. Money saved to shine on a rainy day. So close to a blessing. Damn how I miss. Raised up my fist, fighting to be almighty. Shopping in Beverly Hills. Spent a couple hundred on the fit. Anonymous car, it's just a tip. Dome a blunt, I'm so high. Multiply, then divide. Thousands of feet up in the sky.
You know,
Whatever
like
it takes.
directing these shows, producing these shows, rolling out show after show after show. You know, man, I've been living this producer life, man. You know, producer lifestyle. Shout out to all my hosts out there. Shout out to everybody in the industry that's making it happen right now. You know, I'm an original Spike Lee, something like that. Let's do it.
That was me when I thought I was having fun, when things seemed seamless, when things seemed easy, but little did I know, it wasn't. Just the beginning.
Hit your head when you're trying to come out the car or something. Or if you are getting to that mid-age level, that middle 30 age level like I am, you start feeling a lot of weird pains you didn't really feel before. And yeah, that's pain. But how about the emotional pain that we often maybe live through and have to fight with when we're struggling financially, when we are struggling to try to figure things out on a day-to-day basis, and we're trying to escape the stress of this matrix that we all are trapped in. That too is pain. It's painful in itself, this life. But I have come to learn that pain is a great indicator. It's like another one of those good warning lights that you see.
Whenever I'm having a difficult time, I always find myself communicating with God, going somewhere quiet, indulging myself in nature. And when I can't verbalize it, I write it out. Dear God, forgive me. I confess my adulterous ways and finances, with my business, and in my personal life. I have stained the very trust people have put in me, and most importantly in myself. Have mercy on me, Lord. Give me another chance to right my wrongs and move forward in this whole situation.
Yeah, absolutely. So going to go play with the big boys, so to speak, over in LA, and then from the expositions to actually competing. How did you get over the fear?
Yeah, well, I never really had a problem with going fast when driving a car. But the tough part was, so when you're in a, so like most people think driving a Lamborghini and driving a Lamborghini Super Trofeo is the same thing because it's the same car, but it's actually very, very different. Because when you're so when you drive a normal Lamborghini, you have all these airbags and all kinds of protections, and you're like mentally you're in that subconsciously you know that if something goes wrong, there are safety measures in place.
Right.
And then when you're in a race car, it's you just get a seat, you can't even move it, basically. So it's like a fixed bucket seat. Um, no ABS, ABS is usually off, no airbags, nothing. And then, yeah, that was first time it was scary. And I'll tell you, I'll be very honest, first time I got into a race car, I did not know how to get in because of the roll cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And my coach, Jamie, he was like, "Do you even know how to get in?" I was like,
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that the best example you can give me is in comparison to a Lamborghini? What about what are you feeling inside? What about the race itself? Getting across the finish line and not dying. We didn't even touch on that. I understand the first time, get the first time out the way, and then that's it. But dude, gotta be kidding me. I got this big thing in front of me, and for so long in my life, the fear of failing, yeah, there's no safety measures in place for that one because, like, you fail, it's just ugly, and I have done it before. I know what it looks like, and I got this huge thing I'm building now, and the more and more I want it, the less I want to face it and be around for it. I'd rather just crash. Dude, you have no idea what I'm feeling.
Being humble. It's our humility and also our love that can help us to be more obedient citizens of this world and also more good people. Also, take a step further, be more productive. Productivity. You find goodness in productivity. It is a good thing to be very productive. This doesn't mean you have to change your career. If
Maybe I
you
should have just changed my
are
career
not doing
because
nothing
at this point,
right now,
I don't even
a
feel
professional
like
thing
I
of
should have got
something,
into what I got into.
just simply being
I'm
productive
knees deep
in
right now.
the way of your cleanliness, around the house. Be more clean around the house. Be more clean with your body. Practice more better habits. This is productivity. Doing things more consistently. Developing some real productive habits. These build upon this goodness. You can be good in any field of work, even the work that you are currently in, if it is professional. You know, yeah, we got a lot of suffering. But I like this thing that Jesus said. He says, take upon my yoke. When you take upon my yoke, the yoke that's around your neck becomes lighter. So we can do that for each other. Those who are strong, those who start putting in the work on your transformation journey, you can start taking upon the yoke of others. You can do as what Jesus said in his teachings. Take upon the yoke of each other.
Hustled all
We
week,
be
10
more
hours on my feet.
Jesus-like.
Back to the
You know?
studio, got a mix.
Not just of a multi-millionaire, but a guy that goes to the Senate before shooting them home from
Plaza
Vietnam.
21. Plaza 21.
I'm doing remote work on a Sunday, for the Black Commentary podcast show. So you want to check that out.
This job never stops. I mean, even on the road, I am doing work. Like, vacation? Never.
Hello, my people, my people, my people. I just jumped on real quickly to give you the biggest announcement ever.
And I'm thinking to myself,
So,
I
Transform
have
View
no
Media
idea.
Network is proud to
I'm
announce
further pulling myself away
Transform
from my
View
niche.
Sports. That's right.
I
Transform
started
View
off as a
Sports,
spirituality
the
guy,
brand. Indeed, we
doing
are
service for
glad to
God.
have just
What am I, P.
signed
Diddy or
one
something?
of our biggest
Taking on just more
shows
and more.
that's going to change this. Well, not that word change. We don't change things around here. We transform things. That's going to transform the way you look at sports and the way sports is broadcasted.
I mean, no. So he was like, he showed me how to get into a professional racing car. So that was a funny experience. But then they did teach me a lot, a lot. Yeah, there were sessions that were like, we used to, I think, from morning 10 to evening 6, nothing but race and exercise. So in the academy, it's
Wow.
very, very, very tough, especially for me because I had no professional experience before.
Wait, did you catch that? He said he had no professional experience. The practice from day in and day out on one thing. One thing. And here I am, trying to be the jack of all things, growing this huge podcast network, media network, whatever the hell is becoming now. Transform You Sports? Well, I have no professional experience at all in sports podcasting or anything else for that matter dealing with sports. But here I am, going away from what I'm doing to take on this huge thing. Why?
She trying to get money, I want to get rich.
So this is
shit. It's not a story, no wish. Got a baddie named
the after meal
cooking clean, a man at home. She was
for
young,
Spit the
not old
Thumb.
enough to be my chick zone to see her IG post. Tell them it's playing free. When they
Where we
ask
get
me,
fat at.
niggas won't be. That's just rude. Do the dash on them.
I told you I didn't want to be on camera.
Without you, that's Ashanti, foolish. 2 days without eating.
Lighter,
No
I mean the
meals
light
on
is
the table.
flickering
Get fresh
in
and roll a
front
blunt
of
just to
us.
chill and watch cable. I hit like for her on my favorite playlist.
The light is flickering in front of us.
Chapter
Yeah, it's
31
flickering.
of my life. Not ready to turn the page. Players never ask.
Hello?
Give me a number, cause I'm not next. Just bless my ex with the good morning text. While my baby mama in the shower.
They can't be closed because usually Burger King be closing at 11.
Yeah, I don't think they closed. Weird.
Hello, my people. This video might come a little bit late. So those who was kind of trilling with me on this day-to-day journey of the word and of daily bread, just bear with me on the late posting. As my cat comes to disturb me, as always, like in a previous video, and then he gets his, oh, come on, kitty, ground kitty. So today we're gonna talk about filling that cup, okay? When you know, just that joy. How do we get the most joy? Well, I tell you how. For sure, you got to answer to God's calling. Something that I did a long time ago, but you know, one thing about it is when you're not doing something that's giving you joy, it's usually written all over your face. Usually feel it all throughout your body. Sometimes your soul feel like it wants to just escape out of your body because you're not being true to who you are supposed to be on this earth. And the thing about it is, the niche of the network, it was defined. Somehow it was beginning to be redefined. So many different things going on in my own life and, well, and around me too.
Stuck in my grind, skills and ambitions I can't hide. Can't get this Nipsey song out of my head. Need more time, album on the way, studying God. Respect and homage to the ghost remain alive. Never die, grinding through the Arctic cold. No plate to eat, grab me a bowl. Rhymes underline a bowl. No lighter lit, just a flame from the stove. Coughing fictional rhymes, writing fictional flows. Look, babies get killed cause they mamas let them die. Unrest in my city, still no rest. Black cops kill too. Niggas here follow you home, thinking it's sweet until they end up 6 feet deep. Teenagers cross the age limit, trying to move the blacks to the rural parts of the city. Move the whites to the hood, but who gon' fix the hood that the media tore apart? Another killer, thank God it was nobody from my hood. We still gotta fight poverty and welfare. Just doing what I gotta do and move on. No more accepting the good with the bad, cause karma coming back whether good or bad. Win some but don't lose it all. Keep the ship sailing and your audience yelling.
Not a very long. Hello, my people, my people, my people. Tonight, we're going to be hosting the presidential debate on the Transform You Media Network. WTLB, Digital Broadcast, Transform You Radio as well. So you want to definitely be tuned in. We're going to have it on the Transform You Live Facebook platform. We will have it on Periscope. We'll have it on Twitter at Transform You Live. We will have it on oh yeah,
That
my
is
personal
pathetic,
Facebook
man.
page. You can
don't
find
even know
it
where
on
it's gonna be
D-Live.
broadcasted
You can find
at
it,
because
also
you're doing so
on Nemo.
much.
So just make sure you
Be
tune
careful
in,
with
stay
this,
locked
people.
in.
Be careful
You know,
with
I
this.
have all of those links and much more in the description right here. So share this out. We're gonna do some commentary. I'm gonna have some fun with my good friend, my good brother, God Pill, Augustus V. We're gonna do it on the God Pill Wisdom Show, presidential debate. Look forward to you. Let's go.
Kenosha is a ghost town. It's 7:40 and they already shut down. Look at this. Ain't nothing happening. Nothing at all. Just came from a gas station. They said they close it in 10 minutes. It's over. It's over.
There was one thing inside that I was conscious of, that I had a big responsibility with this network for the things that was happening in my state, things happening in my country. But I didn't really move on it like I was supposed to, at least. I tried.
Hello, my people, my people, my people, and you know, for those of you who may see this or may not see this, today is Father's Day actually, and I decided to do a little something for Father's Day. So I got my best dad ever t-shirt on, and you might say, oh, how do you think who are you to call yourself the best dad ever? Well, I feel, you know, it's important to recognize when you are. Well, I just started feeling this way. Honestly, like a couple of days ago, it took me a while to, you know, get to this point where like I found it very, very important. And look where I'm at. Like I'm along the riverfront here. You know, it's very beautiful here, by the way. And look at that bridge right there. You know, so yeah, bridge right
Okay,
there.
enough of the tour.
Very,
Let's talk about why
now go to the red
that dad
one,
video
like
was
like
important,
Daddy showed you.
and show you why.
Down
I got
here.
children.
All the way down.
And
Right here.
this is
Yep, go right
what's
there.
so important.
Now
This
press
is
stop.
why it was so hard with this
Right.
network.
The red
This
one,
was the
the red one,
other
the red
difficult
one, the red
part.
button, right here.
But
right here.
I
Right
found a
here,
way
the
to
red
incorporate
button.
my kids, at
there you
least part of the way,
Press it again.
part of the journey.
Oh, you
Teaching them what I know.
Oh, press it one more time. 'cause
My
it-
daughter was very
come.
interested. As you can see here.
You got to use the left click. Use this. It's easier. The left side. Left side. Go back. Right there. There you go. Good. Good job. Good job. Hello, my people, my people, my people, my people, my people. So join me tonight on the Kinetic PE Mix Show with your host and
I do love music.
definitely
I did find
favorite DJ,
DJing pretty
Potential.
fun.
So tonight we got two guests on the show.
Yo, it's your boy Jimmy, aka your old lady's favorite white boy, aka Slickback Chubby Mark Wahlberg. Man, let me tell y'all, Marcus, aka DJ Potential, is top notch. He does what he says he's gonna do. He runs them numbers up. He's professional and he's a hell of a stand-up guy. Holler at him, let him do your promo, let him do your interview. Jimmy, bitch!
The thing about finding something else that you love is that, you know, it makes it hard to do other things that you love doing too. So, what do? You can't split your mind into 2 or 3 or 4. I think I was trying to do that.
And on my Facebook today that pain is a good reminder that you're still alive. This is important because if you're still alive, there's still a chance. There's still a chance that like you are still caught up in your reality of your truth to know that like you can do something about the truth that you are within. So if you can do something about your truth that you are within,
being demon possessed, so you want to be demon possessed or nothing like that. Yeah. How come she's not going back anymore?
Huh?
How come she's not going back anymore?
Oh, the diapers. Give me the wipes. Get it up. Push it up.
Okay, so yeah, as a dad,
No, you can.
as parents of multiple kids, and we still got one kid in diapers, she tends to leave. She's been leaving diapers and wipes in the car.
The diapers. What's the wipes?
So what is this?
Okay, those are pull-ups.
Yeah, exactly. My point exactly. Here we go. So we're on our way.
I think I did something.
So as you can see, State Street is what is the name of the street that we're on. Okay, so let me help her out. Oh, you went to something weird. Okay, let's do this. So Tigger is very familiar with this street because we didn't walk this way before. So as you can see, Miller Brewer and huge little campus of a factory, and this dates back to approximately I can't remember the years, but it's early 1900s for sure. So this place been around for a while.
Life seems to get easier when you got others around, right? Especially when you can find some type of balance. When you got others. Why am I calling them others? I don't know. But regardless of the fact, I felt the need to continue to incorporate God more and more in my life. So that's what I started doing. I started to go back to exactly what I was called to do, and let's see if I was more consistent on it.
First of all, you gotta be grateful right away before you even activate faith. You gotta be grateful for just the the goodness that's already available. If you're able to be grateful for the goodness, like your children, be grateful for your children. Be grateful for your cat that's right behind you. Be grateful for things that's already present in your life, and then that should be able to build up enough faith tokens to trust in the good that's to come. So there's
grateful
that's
and
always
faith
present
tokens.
already,
I love
in your
that.
life. And
I was needing a lot of
that's
that,
not yet
especially
that you're hoping for. That's not even
especially
manifested.
during the tough times.
She'll be on the way.
And while I got all this balance, I might as well get back in shape, right? Yeah, totally. You got to be in shape if you're going to be a huge mass media company, entrepreneur, CEO type guy. So why not?
Driving your right knee down towards the ground. Big breath as you extend your left arm up. Keep driving that knee down, gently pulling back so that your heel touches your right glute. Last breath. Let's switch sides. Grabbing your left ankle. Again, driving that left knee down towards the ground. Big breath as you inhale. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Drawing that.
Months ago,
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. When you're dealing with other people,
brand new house.
they get very impatient with
that current situation.
the results.
Get out of that current situation.
That's one thing
I need you kind of
about
maybe just make
growing
it a
a
little bit
business
faster
and then you
because,
inviting other people.
He's not
The
losing faith. He's still got a little bit of faith
These
there.
personalities. Oh my goodness.
So this
and
is
then,
the importance of knowing.
tell me about
And man,
just the transformation you have made in your own life,
it's important
but
to
no one else is recognizing
having
it
someone
from
to finish that faith.
the past.
That faith.
Who cares about that? But
Jesus, that's what
when you got people who know you for who you are now, but they're not giving you the validation, the confirmation, Do you need confirmation? I don't know if you need confirmation, but
just do this
at
in
least
our everyday
just
life,
the
you know,
credit for just
anyways, you know,
the
and
little
you
things.
just look at, you know, how
It
how
really wears down
sufficient
on you, and it's very
grace
frustrating.
is for us when we look at how God's promises will help us when we also, you know, make promises to others, and we feeling like, oh man, ouch, I may not be able to make it through this. Ooh, I may not be able to come up with that $100 I promised I was gonna give my son. You know, God, I need you to pull through a miracle here, and He'll do it. He'll do it. And if for whatever reason, right there at that last minute, he might have that ram tied up in that bush.
This
for
is
you.
so
He's
true.
gonna unloose it. And, you know, this
I can confirm
move a
this.
situation around, and
There was so many
and
times
maybe
where
that
I have
circumstance
definitely
change.
seen like miracles
I
come
know.
true for me.
I'm currently like looking at something right now in my own life, and it's quite interesting. I look back on when I was locked up, right? I was locked up. I was facing 2 life sentences. 2 life sentences plus 2 other cases too, and I need the bail to get out to be able to fight all 3 of those cases on the outside. It was impossible. It would have been impossible to fight them cases while locked up with no bail. My bail was set at $7,000. Ooh, I didn't have that saved. I have it put up. You know, first thing I needed to do was get that bail. I prayed on that. I prayed on it. I asked for it. But I prayed in a different way. I said, God, I know you got it. I said, I don't have it, but I know you got it. I know you can make it happen. I know you can. I know you will. I don't know when you will, but I know you will do it before this court date will come. So I'm going to just activate what you promised me that you will provide. You promised me that you will provide. You promised me that I would be set free if I just believe on you, call on your son in times of trouble. So I did that. I did just that, and I believed before I even saw it. I activated. I had that high optimism, high hopes, and sure enough, no, it took about 3.5 months, but that 3.5 months, you know, it blew by. And $7,000 came with a little bit more change on the back end. You know, so I got not only the 7,000, but 7,000 plus. You know, and most of it came from my own.
Success is great when it happens.
And I go to check our podcast stacks and to see where our numbers is, and I'm proud to say that we have reached our highest numbers, our highest average numbers for downloads. And
Doesn't mean
very
that like
special because
it stops here though.
This month actually marks the anniversary of the Transform You Media Network. I didn't mention it. I didn't mention it, but you know, this month actually marks the 5th year anniversary of the Transform You live show. You know, maybe the house has began
So
to
naturally,
clutter up,
there
or maybe
was
there was clutter before.
a
You know,
like
and maybe there was some
epiphany.
clutter in one area of the
If
house
I'm
that
saying
you
that
didn't
word
pay
right,
attention.
you know,
You know,
I had a
music,
realization that
definitely
like
a necessity.
maybe I need to
So,
go back to my roots a
I
little
like that. I
bit.
like how you
Maybe
worded
I
that.
do
Thank
need
you
to
for that.
do
So you have to get
more
moving,
things to cater towards the
and
Transform
you
You
have
live show.
to
5
look at what you
years,
can do
5 years,
to, you know,
and then
at
I
least
just
start to
go off the tracks,
get yourself moving.
and then I'm starting this
Sleep will
huge
definitely overtake you.
podcast network,
Sleep, you know, will
mass
definitely
media
continue
thing,
to
and like
drain
I'm
your energy.
just
You know, and
mixing
if
so many
you
things
don't
up.
have any energy,
Why?
you know, it's just going to make it more easier for you to just sit there to, you know, further you get stuck in those thoughts.
and go down that dark rabbit hole. So once we get the move in, and once we find something little, you can start with with a few dishes, and
Take for example,
It's definitely the thoughts we do
criticism.
not want to dwell
Like
in,
this
and
criticism comes a
sometimes
lot.
what happens is when we second guessing
Criticism
ourselves, when
comes
we
more
are just
than
coming off of like,
the
okay,
more
dude, maybe I need to do
getting
bigger,
touched,
maybe I
getting
need
the
to
property
do
destroyed
more,
by
maybe I need to
someone,
do this. Let's do this to get more. Let's do this. Like,
getting
I'm depressed about this, so I don't
like
like this.
getting a
Well,
service done for me,
and then this person is
and
criticizing me, and
then
because this
you
is not how I
absolutely
like it, or
that
because I'm
the
insecure
person
about
just
this. Well,
didn't put their heart and soul in
things
it.
tend
But
to
what if
change a
you
bit.
are the
So
one
what do you do? What do
who
you do?
are
You gotta be authentic.
you're doing
You gotta
the
move
best.
forward.
You're doing the best you can.
And I guess, as I
right?
said in the previous
to
video,
serve someone, to
do some
to
dishes.
do what you can for someone, and then they
Grab
criticize
a dish or
you.
two.
And I had this conversation. With Nancy Mello on her after show. That's no longer available because it was on her live on her Instagram live. So I wish you guys could have checked it out, but it was totally awesome. But then then after it happened to her, it happened to me. Okay, and I didn't get a 1-star review or anything like that. But so I'm put in the position where someone is giving me some some constructive maybe feedback, or but it didn't come off that way, or did it? That's the key. So where does the forgiveness come in all this, right? So I'm gonna get to that. So much of ego tends to get in the way of us being able to see that we first must step in right away and observe the situation. Observe all the facts. Count all the facts up. Really take inventory of who you are. Knowing who self is. And there's a huge word that allows you to do that. There's actually two words. There's love and compassion. And I'm going to continue to harp on these words because they're huge. First, the love word is the most important. When you're able to give yourself some love in the midst of feeling like, man, I'm hurt by what I'm hearing. Here I am, I'm doing all that I can, and yet this person does not see that, does not recognize that. I'm totally out of the picture of all of this. Come back with love for yourself. Come back and see the God in you, and see that, like, while you're doing all that you can.
That is truly powerful, because love for self and compassion for self, something I have just really struggled with, because I put so much of my projects, my others, the others in front of like everything else. Like, you guys might be wondering, okay, what are you talking about? But the thing about it is, like, this podcast network that I'm building, like, I started devoting a lot of hours into it, and I began to like really lose myself
in the midst of it, and like it really started burning me out a lot. And the criticism started coming not only from like customers, but it started coming from within the organization itself. And man, I really feel like I was starting to forget just what mattered to me. And I don't know, it hasn't been the same anymore. It hasn't been fun. Is it because I didn't set the vision right away? Is it because I just took on way too much, way too fast? I was getting burned out. It was clear. But I didn't want to accept that reality. And yet, I suppose I have the advice, tools for everybody else.
What our mission is and what our purpose is. And sometimes we have to ask what that is constantly, even though we feel like we have established it, because sometimes that can transform, sometimes that can change. If you're not a God-pilled entrepreneur, you don't know how to do that. That's why I myself, I struggle with the same.
Look at that. A little bit of honesty. Even I myself.
Too busy, feeling, touching, tasting, and looking at what was the flavor of the day, instead of just really tapping into what my
no surprise,
was.
Genius.
So,
and then we come back to here,
never has
where I am now.
I never had enough seeing, nor delivers ultimate joy. No earthly experience delivers ultimate joy. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear is full of hearing. So no earthly experience delivers ultimate joy. And the teacher of the Ecclesiastic observed that. He had everything money could buy. He could learn anything he wanted. And my cat is just trying to be here for me, in this particular moment, because he thinks that like I need a bit of compassion right now in this moment. Thank you, kitty. But I'm fine. I mean, he had anything he wanted. He could go anywhere.
No, you're not fine.
He did so. But it weared off. We feel these moments of ecstasy as well, and soon to learn that the elation just wears off, and then we're just seeking the next thrill. And thank you, kitty. Thank you. I know I love you too. I love you too. And if we get caught up in.
Hello, my people. It is cold outside. I just want to welcome you guys back to my channel. This is sort of like an introduction back to my channel, and I want to make it very quickly. Kaprice Hart, welcome back. I want to let you guys know that my channel is going to be back about God-filled knowledge. That's it. Bye.
She tryna get money, I wanna get rich. No need to prove shit. It's not a story, no wish. Got a baddie named Pitch Stick Redbone. Cooking clean, her man at home. She was young, not old enough to be my chicks on to see her IG post. Tell them it's player pre. When they ask who this, niggas won't be. That's just Ruben. Do the dash on them, now they clueless. My hustling days come without you, that's Ashanti, I'm foolish. 2 days without eating, no meals on the table. Get fresh and roll a blunt just to chill and watch cable. I hit like for her on my favorite playlist. Spread positive vibrations, now that shit contagious. Chapter 31 of my life, not ready to turn the page. Players never age, give me a number, cause I'm not next. Just bless my ex with a good morning text, while my baby mom in the shower getting ready for some morning sex. Work until I'm a boss, I'ma get this money with my head high. What's the price? Whatever you hold and remove from equity. To flip and make more dividends for me, it's what's in the pen, writings on the pad. What's the deposit amount? Add the digits, that's simple math. Ball of steel, nigga, I got a sprained calf. Up higher stack till I can't see the ceiling. I'm learning how to count from 1 to 1 million. No pistol on my side, and niggas spook and they concealing. Drugs got me negotiating and dealing. I'm numb to the hate, shorty, I don't feel it. Shoot box is safe, I put it all away. Took the long way, that's just an hour away. Make fast grands, 15 hours pay. Don't downplay the money, cause that's how you stay down. I came up from $100, I'm just being 100 down below, but I didn't stay down below. Just stay low until the money start to flow. A baddie and she glow. When she preach, she ready to go. Square by multiples of 10s on the block playing cans. Blow cool like a fan, got the sauce. That's just some barbecue smoke. Kenosha Metro train on the go to the money to get some more. On a mission to the money, what's the commission? 3%, 4% of a million. Either way, man, I gotta get it. When I'm spending, am I on drugs or is I'm dealing? Running up some bands, New Balance on my feet so I can keep up. Life slowed me down, that was just some speed bumps. And I still did all of that and didn't even get no points for it.